money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me, I'm in 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Look at you go. Okay, you got it. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bumming. Look.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. I said like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm alone. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Detroit! You got three down. All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Gun!
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm.
21.
That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And it's caught. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go. 1, Omaha.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Weeks. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Weeks. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
3 down.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down. Weeks eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Here we go.
they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed. To keep the drive going.
Run! Run! 3 down! 3 down!
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, gun! 4 down! 4 down!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21! 6! 6!
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, Barney! Back that up!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 120, 180.
And they'll run it here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Back to the air on second down. Weeks. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Weeks. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Guys, check me out. Here we go. Like 20.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Hey, we got 3 down. Gun. Switch gears. Over.
On 1st down, Weeks buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weeks nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Washington with a catch, middle of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 99 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Weeks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the 1st half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Go ahead. 21.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
No.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Weeks. And his pass incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Detroit!
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
1, Omaha. Hey. 4 down. 180. Black 80. Hey, check 24.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Tight left. 4 down.
120. 180.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Detroit. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down. Weeks. James has got it. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
To throw on 3rd down. Weeks. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Garoppolo now. Pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air. Only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here.
Wait.
Garoppolo now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
12. 2.
Garoppolo again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
11.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. 56. Mike 56. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gun, gun. Now let's go. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That will be caught by James, the big tight end, as a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Then the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, gun.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
12, fellas, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
They go play action here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye.
12, fellas, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased at, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, the win will be number 11 for them on the year.